Bertha iron boy manchapi. La colcha jeki wachiapi we manchap. Lakota we mancha Lakota nation eta. Na michincha yamani. Okshila wanjina wichincha lanum. Nama HIV positive. I was born and raised in a little community called Porcupine. I was 5 years old when my mother died. I grew up with my father who was alcoholic. My uncle, he's the one that basically provided for me, so when he was around, that's the only happiness that I've ever known. Makocha ki le mataha, nalel yomakpi. Dohanya ki michante ki le tahankte. I believe that dreams are messages. I discovered the Badlands place called Sheep Mountain because my father drank and I was a little kid, but I'd drive for him and we'd go up in there and park and they'd drink their drinks and I'd wander around and I just fell in love with it because, you know, even though I was alone, it was like my own beauty that I'd captured within myself. I believe that dreams are messages. When I first came to Minneapolis, I was on a path of destruction with my life. I was drinking very heavily. I was an alcoholic. I needed money for a drink. I went to the plasma center. I was told that something was wrong with my blood. The doctor told me, you have AIDS. I don't know how much longer you have to live yet. And if you have any questions, go and see your doctor. With this misinformation, I was blown away. I don't remember how I got home. I woke up with a quart of whiskey in my arms, and that's exactly how I stayed until I got pregnant. I believe that dreams are messages. The first doctor that I seen after I was pregnant, when he knew that I was HIV positive and pregnant, he was, I don't know what he thought, but he was really, really angry with me. And his attitude was like, how dare you? How dare you bring a baby into this world only to watch it suffer and die? I went and picked up my partner and I was crying up a storm and he kept asking me, what's wrong, what's wrong? And so I told him. The second doctor, she said that if I decided to keep the baby, I would progress rapidly to AIDS and that my baby would live only a year. That was really devastating for me because who was she to stand there and tell me that? This is my body. Nobody's going to tell me to get rid of my baby. This is Bertha. I will be talking to you. I started educating myself about HIV and AIDS and I tried to read everything that I could about it. I chose to keep the baby. I believe that dreams are messages. Remember, John, when I first learned that Lakota was positive from my antibodies, and I knew that she was going to be like that, and how scared I was. I was really weak then, and I didn't know how I was going to handle all of this.
Well, like, you know, the doctor said that she would have your antibodies. And even when she told us that, I felt a moment of fear, but, you know, we prayed, and I know those prayers were said for Lakota out in South Dakota. And I just believed and had faith that she was going to be all right.
I'm one of the lucky ones. My baby is negative. It's very hard to watch a baby when you're HIV positive because I'm tired all the time. And it's a lot of work to raise children. I believe that dreams are messages. Dreams are messages. My dream that I've always dreamed, I've dreamed of myself as a grown-up with this little girl standing on a hilltop. What I feel about it is There was going to be this little girl that came into my life, and I was going to learn a lesson from it. My purpose I didn't see until I had Lakota. So I chose the path to take care of myself. Me as a Lakota person, I believe that there is a balance that you have to keep mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It's believing in a creator, being a humble person, being able to walk this earth, being able to look at the sky, and just being able to give of yourself. My name is Bertha Ironboy. I'm a Lakota woman from the Lakota Nation, and I'm HIV positive.